Hi everyone, it's Patty from Wakanda Area Library and I'm here with our next virtual adult craft class. Today we are going to make twine wrapped eggs. So everybody is going to get 2 eggs in their kit and 2 kinds of twine. So I went the extra mile. Instead of using plastic Easter eggs, I bought wooden eggs just so they would be a little substantial. Crafting hack, if you want to make more of these at home, go for the plastic Easter eggs. I just didn't want you to have any problems after you do it a couple times. I'm sure the plastic will do. I just think whatever you're going to use to stick the twine to the egg, it sticks a little bit better on the wood. But if you want to make a bunch of these, plastic is definitely the way to go. I ordered these from Amazon. And then you have 2 kinds of twine. You have the jute twine, which is a little bit, I went with a white twine. And then this is the baker's twine, and there's a variety of colors: yellow, green, blue, and pink and purple. So everybody will have a different color. I would suggest starting with the jute twine first, just since it's rougher texture, it's a little bit easier to work with. Now, what you're going to need at home that's not in your kit: sharp pair of scissors to cut the thread. And I think the best way to go to attach the twine to the wooden egg is double-sided tape. If you want to use Mod Podge, if you want to use a glue gun, you can do either of those. I just think this is the easiest way to go, so I don't have to stop and pick up the glue gun as I go. So what I did was just take the tape and I made 4 pieces from top to bottom. So use what you have at home. I just think this is the easiest method. And since I have to make a couple for samples and then show you on the screen, I know you don't want to hear me yelling because I'm burning my fingers. So I've made a couple different ones. What we're going to make today is just wrapped with one color. And I did these both the same way. Now for an example of what you could do if you wanted to, but this was a little bit harder, I went the long ways and I did both colors that I had. This is definitely trickier wrapping it this way than it is the other way. So what I'm going to show you on the video is this way. So we're going to take 4 pieces and just go down the egg. And we're going to start on the bottom. So now this is all wrapped. You can see the shine there. The twine is cut pretty much to the length that you're going to need. So just unwrap it before you get started. And all I do is start right here on the bottom. So just push it down onto the tape. Also, another nice thing about this tape is that if you make a mistake and you feel like it's just not tight enough, pick it up. Do it again. So I had to make one and unwrap it, see how much twine I needed, measure it, cut everybody's, and then I just did it all over again. So just keep going around and around in a circle. Doesn't matter if you're touching the double-sided tape, it stays sticky enough. So I would say the trickiest thing about this is just keeping the lines straight, and even if they're not, it looks really good. So this is going to look really cute on a table. Can definitely see if you could get some different sizes and decorate these. So we're going to keep winding. And let's see, so this, I wanted to tell you a couple announcements while I'm winding my twine around. This will be our last adult craft class of the spring, and I'm very excited. At least for the summer, I am going to do a couple in-person craft classes. We're going to have some adult and teen craft classes outside, so you can come and we can gather together there. It'll be a drop-in event, which means you can come anytime in between this time and that time. You do not all have to show up at the start time. That's the whole point of a drop-in. So if you want to bring, if you have a teenage daughter, you can bring them. If you want to bring a niece, nephew, whoever you want to bring, a friend, just have some quality time. We have some fun classes planned. Me and Kelly Marsh will be doing them together. Hopefully the weather will cooperate. We have a few more in-person classes, not all of them, and so we're just trying for those of you that want to get together. Plus it's nice for little things like for this craft. I wish I could give you the double-sided tape, but there's really no way for me to package it without getting it all stuck in a wad. So that wouldn't be any fun. And we have a great summer reading prizes for this summer. Super easy. Just sign up on our Beanstack, or you can sign up. I can sign you up if you email me. You can stop in the library. Amazing prizes for this summer. So I just love that. So that's why I typically stop in April, because I'm busy prepping for summer reading in the summer. We'll have a couple in-person concerts. We're going to have a summer reading kickoff and have my favorite place from downtown Wakanda there making us snow cones out of their trailer, which will be a lot of fun. So you can stop in for that as well. So the kids downstairs, if you don't stop in very often, you should stop in. The kids' play area is open. We did some renovations down there, which I think look really great. So there's lots of seating for you to sit and watch the kids play. So look at that. See, it's coming together really nicely. So you just need about 10 minutes or so. And if I had to stop in between here and put the drops of glue gun, your twine could get loose. Because of the tape, I can keep it really tight and just keep working. No burnt fingers and no glue lumps. You'd really have to go really, really light with the glue so you wouldn't get those lumps there. Now this would be a great time if you wanted to try and do half and half. You could easily stop and maybe do a little bit of the jute twine if you don't want them all the same. I actually feel like I really like them the same, just if you want to switch them up and you don't want them all with the same twine, you could change anytime. Just cut the twine wherever you want, push it down. Hopefully I would cut it right on a piece of the sticky tape and keep going. So these will look nice on a buffet or your table. I just find this class very relaxing. So maybe in the fall we still might go back to virtual craft classes. We're really not there, but I know I have been listening to your comments, and I know a lot of you have been asking about going back to in-person. Just our meeting rooms are not that big, so I don't want to go back to a craft class and just have 15 people. The great thing about these virtual craft classes, which you probably don't realize, I'm easily doing 80 to 100 projects when we're doing this. So a lot more people have had the opportunity to learn some new crafts and participate in our classes. Where before when we've had them in person, it's about 25 people max in the classroom. So we're able to have a lot more people participate. I know it's not as fun. I miss seeing everybody's faces too. All right, see, we're getting there. You can easily put on an audiobook or put on some music. I know a lot of you may be getting together with friends or relatives and you sit and do this together, which is always nice. Just feel like this is just definitely a step up from the plastic eggs. Even they make some pretty nice plastic eggs with glitter and all kinds of designs, but this just looks more natural. So gotta go a little bit slower once you start getting back up to the curve. So wherever you hit that sticky tape, just make sure and push it down so it doesn't move. And even if you see through a little bit, that's what's nice about having the wood egg. It doesn't really matter. Or if you do plastic eggs, you would need to almost do a coordinating color underneath. Otherwise, you might see a lot of that color peek through. I'm concentrating. Sometimes if I'm talking too much, I mess up. And then I'm not happy with my finished project. Though I'm sure many of you probably have already checked out the video since it's pretty simple. Just feel like it's unusual. Sometimes the hardest part about these crafts is finding the right craft, because I feel like every craft is so fun and I don't want to disappoint. I think, oh my gosh, it's got to be better than the last one, which that's not easy. I mean, I've loved so many of them. The fabric hearts, the embroidery hoop wreath, sea glass from last summer. I myself have learned a lot of different crafts during COVID. But now that's over. But I really don't want this virtual craft class to end, because it's always nice, even if maybe the class time doesn't work for you. You can make this work for you, because all you have to do is come to the library and pick it up. So I feel like there's pros and cons of both ways of classes. So if you have any suggestions or ideas, or maybe a craft that you're still interested in learning that you haven't had time for, or maybe you're a little nervous. I can't do them all, but maybe we can find somebody who can. All right, now we're going to get to the top, and just use your sharp scissors. Give yourself a little bit of extra so you can press it down. There you have it. So squeeze it. Now I'm done. I have my eggs. All I need is a bunny. Pretty simple. I hope you enjoyed this simple craft. Email me, show me your pictures, stop by the library and ask for me. You can pick up this kits at the greeter desk anytime we're open, and then go home and watch the video and create. So I hope you've enjoyed this simple springtime craft, and I'm looking forward to seeing many of you for the first time in the month of June. So look for our newsletter in the mail, check the calendar often. We're going to have lots and lots of classes coming for you this summer. Bye for now.